So today we're going to start with building our application. We're going to start this new application, so hopefully you're excited. So we're going to add data to our application as well. So that's kind of the first day's activities. And if you continue to join us on these videos, there's a series of them. We're actually building a property management app. So stay tuned. But today, let's go ahead and add data to this brand new PowerApp. So to get started, we want to open up PowerApps. And open up PowerApps pretty easy. We just go here and we find PowerApps and we click on it. Okay, so let's expand this out just a smidge. There we go. All right, so we'll click on PowerApps. Now PowerApps is a great application to use to interface with SharePoint lists or any type of data set. You could even put it as a front end to an Excel spreadsheet or the Dataverse. But today we're going to use it with a SharePoint list. So we're going to select create and we're going to choose to create a blank app. And we're going to create a Canvas app. Now remember that creating an app based on a list, for example, will be a little different than creating one that is on a Dataverse or some other form of data. So they're all kind of the same, but a little bit different. Here, we're just going to give it a name and say that it's a tablet. But for me, I've already created the app to get started. So I've named it, and I can select here to edit or here to play the app. I can also do other things here on this screen. I can export the app so that I can share it with others. We'll go over that in another video. We can also go in, perform analytics, do details, monitor its performance, and adjust some of its settings within the app. So when we talk about adjusting settings, we can go over here and we can see the different license, stuff like that. So we'll show you more about this in another video, but for now, let's just go ahead and click on the edit button and let the app come open. When the app comes open, what it's going to do is look around, download its current data sets. So if you've already installed data, it's going to hesitate a little bit here while it gets everything ready for you. Now this app hasn't been started yet because really today we're just talking about data itself. So we're going to skip that and let's go ahead and take a look and see how to load that data. So to load the data, we just click on the data button right there. And you can see that I've loaded 5 different data sets, but let's go through how to actually do that. We can also use this broom and remove any data that's not currently in use. A lot of times when you're developing apps, you'll put a whole bunch of data sources on here and you just want to clean them up. If I did that now, it would erase all of the data. So, because nothing's being used. Okay, so we can just add the data back. So we're going to type in SharePoint because that's what we're doing here. It's a SharePoint list. Now, with SharePoint here, we want to click on the dark green icon. We want to select our user account, and then we want to select where the SharePoint list exists. And remember, your lists reside in a SharePoint site. In this instance, it resides right there. Now you can see all of my lists right here. Interesting note, you see documents there? We don't go into that in this video, but you can actually access your documents and search and list them on the screen as well. So we're not going to do that today, but pretty fun stuff. Let's go ahead and select this, hit connect. Once we hit connect, you'll see the libraries loading up here, or the data sets loading up here, and now they are ready to use. We can literally connect a gallery to them, and I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look a little more at this detail. If we click on the ellipsis there, we can edit the data. So if you don't know where the data is, you can just select edit. It will automatically go into SharePoint, find the list, and allow you to edit that data. Remember, if you're going to edit data outside of, once it's been loaded inside of the PowerApp, and you're going to edit the data outside of PowerApps, right? You go directly to the list. Just be careful that you refresh the data. To refresh, you're going to click there and just select refresh. Now there has been a history in the past. I've been doing this for several years, but there has been a history where it doesn't refresh properly. That's okay. Just save the application at that point by selecting the Save button here. And then once it gets done spinning, it's going to turn gray, indicating that the save has occurred. And then you could just select the back button and then reopen the app. When it reopens again, it refreshes all of its data. Also, if you select Publish here, it'll save your data as well, but then it will publish whatever you're working on. You may not want to do that. So let's take a look. We're going to take this one step further and just show you what the data looks. And I think the easiest way to show you the data, let's see here. We could do, what do you want to do? Let's just insert a gallery. Okay. So we're just going to say a blank vertical gallery. And notice once we ask for it, it's going to ask us which one of the data sets do you want to use. I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to click on Go, and it's going to load up and get ready for me to do more inside of there. Now, I happen to not remember what the information is inside of that list, so I'm going to hit Edit Data and notice, oh, okay, I have ID and category. Easy enough. I'm going to select this guy here, and then I'm going to say, give me I don't know, we'll just say a text label here. And notice how it defaults to title. Well, if you backspace over there, hit a period, see now it kind of lists everything out for you. But the one I want is right there at the bottom, category. Now, notice that I have the category data coming up. Notice that it's, kind of sparse. I only see 2 of them. That's because this box, this gallery, is too big. Let's shrink this gallery up. And now notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many do we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's all of them. So this is just illustrating we've added the data source, we've created the app, and now we're displaying the information on the app through a gallery. Good luck.